All right. Big Five. Five biggest games on the schedule that are not Baltimore Ravens games this week. Because, of course, the Ravens game is the one to watch. Come on now. There you go. Big Five. Five biggest games on the schedule in the NFL. And definitely check that out here as well. So last week, we had a slate of games here in week 10. I'm a little cheater here, don't want to act right. All right, so latest slate of games here last week. Here. There you go. All right. So let's go in order here. So Patriots and Bucs. I think the Pats have kind of cemented themselves. I think a lot of these teams, I hear a lot of negative or maybe some non-belief in the teams like the Colts and the Denver and teams that haven't. I'm buying New England. I'm buying New England. I'm buying it all. They got a great coach, Drake. They got an outstanding coach, Mike Vrabel. Drake May, I think, was a very good college prospect, playing very well for them. They're scoring points. I think the defense has a lot of good players. I think they have some names that are not as known. So I think like people are kind of sleeping on it. But I think they've been good all year long. I think that was a very good win to get it in Tampa. Tampa, I'm not as. I want to put them in the elite category, but it seems like they seems like there's a bit of a ceiling for whatever reason in Tampa. They kind of don't win as many games as they should like this. So as well. So interesting there as well. Jaguars and Texans. Jags. Oh man, just Texans come back and win this game with the backup quarterback, and I thought they would. And this was this went exactly the way I thought it would. The Jags just are too inconsistent for me. You lose Travis Hunter now, it looks like, for the rest of the year. Brian Thomas has some issues there. Trevor Lawrence and this division was so ready for them as well, and they're just struggling. Texans are just a well-oiled defense. Their defense is really good. They can count on that. They can book that. That's something that they have. Offensively, they're not going to have Stroud, so we'll see how that goes. But Davis Mills is a decent backup. He can get you. He can get you a game or two here or there as well. Also, Rams and the 49ers. I never guess this right. I never guess this right. Every time I say the Rams, I feel like the Rams have a better team, but they struggle with the Niners, and the Niners get it every time. Every time I say the Niners do that, the Niners lose to the Rams. So the Niners lose to the Rams as well. I do think the Niners are a bit of a fraud. Not their fault. I don't even mean that. That sounds bad, but with all their injuries, I'm just really surprised that they're doing as well as they are. I don't think they can horse race with the Seahawks and the Rams the rest of the year as well. Steelers, and I'm gonna quote Shannon Sharp here, what he said about the Steelers and the Chargers game. The Steelers are only good when they have great production from their rush-ins, Watt and Highsmith. So when they play well, they get a good defense, and it kind of looks max the rest of their deficiencies as well. And I think that's a very good point. They should be beating the Chargers with all their injuries. The Chargers have, that whole offensive line is just totally banged up. They're on their third running back, and the Chargers just housed them. They almost got no offensive production as well. And that was an ugly game with the Eagles and the Packers as well. The Eagles, I kind of think what I still think about them. They just kind of went ugly. Packers have some issues. Love has just got to play better. See too many dips for him to be a really good quarterback at times. Bucs and the Bills. I think this is huge for both squads. I think the Bucs are really good. I think, but they're kind of in the good category and not in the elite category. Come on, man. You're in the NFC. It can be there for you. I know you got a strong NFC West, the Rams, the 49ers, the Rams, the 49ers, the Seahawks, really good NFC West, but you are the team that could go ahead and go all the way through, have the talent. You got to win games like this. So as well, kind of the same thing in Buffalo. I don't think Buffalo's that different than they've always been, honestly. Buffalo has the biggest difference this year with Buffalo is they have a team in the New England Patriots that's really good. This is kind of what Buffalo's always been. They have a good quarterback, Josh Allen. They kind of lay an egg defensively. They can't stop the run. This is not, I don't know what people are looking at when they say Buffalo's so different. It isn't. This is kind of the same, except they're not dominating this division because there's other good team in the division. So I think they do win this game. I think this is starting to get cold now, like in Buffalo, and they're going to need this win. So I really like, I really think they need it more, and I think they'll show more of a sense of urgency. This would be a bad loss for them, a bad loss, especially for Buffalo. Chargers and the Jags. I'm not taking the Jags, man. The Jags, I think they'll, man, they just never seem to put a whole team together. They never seem to be consistent enough. I think the personnel is actually there in Jacksonville, and again, this is what you can see when you have a coach like Jim Harbaugh. They are what they are. Run team, run the ball first, get the ball in the hands of the running backs, play defense. They have an identity around who's on the field. This is why they're not missing a step. And I do like them in this game. I don't like the Jags. I think the Jags, despite they have a winning record, I think the Jags actually don't beat the Chargers. I actually like the Chargers in this one. Seahawks and the Rams. I think the Seahawks, boy, this is going to be good stuff here. I think both of these teams are the real deal. The Rams, I think we all know. I think you got Stafford there. They won a Super Bowl a few years ago. They have two excellent receivers. Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua are really good. I think they always have that good run game. I don't think they're as strong in the trench. That's kind of what worries me against a Mike McDonald team. I think that's the kind of the reason they get upset. We're going to find out if the Seahawks are ready for a game like this. I'm not sure yet. So that's why I'm taking the Rams. I think the Rams, they're more battle tested. Stafford is very battle tested. Stafford, I think also too, as good as Sam Darnold has been, he has not been as good as Matt Stafford, who could be the MVP of the league as well. Either that or Jonathan Taylor are right there. Donald's in the conversation, but I really think I like the Rams here, and it'll be battle tested. I think the Seahawks really want to get this game. This is a tough one to call, but I'm going to go with the Rams. Chefs and the Broncos in this one. Kansas City Chefs and the Denver Broncos. This is another tough call here. I definitely think so. I'm not as low on the Broncos as I've seen, because I think this is kind of a team when you win ugly and you get low scoring. I think you're just not going to have team. I think that's just the nature of football and nature of fans. When you win ugly and you don't really blow things out of the water offensively, that's just kind of what people do. I kind of not buying. I kind of think they're going to win this game, though. I kind of think they're going to win this game against KC. KC, I think, is I think I'm still not seeing more. I'm still not as impressed with their offense as other people seem to be. I don't think so. I think like they're kind of good against teams that aren't as well. This Denver defense is really impressive. I think there's going to be a tough game to go into Mile High and win, and I think they're going to be motivated to actually go in and win it. Bo Nix, look, he's good when he needs to be good in the fourth quarter, and this game will be close. So I'm thinking that's a thing with me. Like, he's not good for 4 quarters, but I think I've said this before. He's not good for 4 quarters, but he's good in the fourth quarter. So I definitely like Denver in this game. This will be close. This will be tough. And I think this could be big. This could be one of the games to decide home field in the NFC. The Lions and the Eagles as well. I think this is going to be fantastic stuff. Buckle your chin strap type stuff. Slobber knocker, to quote the great Jim Ross, like from WWE. Fights, flags, punches. This is going to be physicality. I think the two best run teams in the league. I think the Lions. I think the Eagles do get another ugly win. The Eagles get another ugly win over the Lions. The Lions. I'm not as worried about the Lions as some people are. I think defensively they're pretty good. I do think though there's not a lot of horse racing them. They kind of have to hit you in the mouth and win, which they're very capable of doing. That might be enough. But I think that the Eagles, I think if the points start to pile up, I think this is definitely a game. I do think the Eagles do win this game. There you go. Big five. So definitely check out all the games this weekend as well. Ravens at 425, so definitely check out some of these games. Big games, good slate of games. Big key matchups. Rams, Seahawks, those are big time games that are going on this weekend. Last weekend,